Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening. Welcome to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. As we have some Hopkinton Hillers girls basketball for you. We had the freshman game earlier, and the freshman team ended up taking down Westwood 34-33 in a close one. Now it's time for the JV game. Tom Nappy on the call, Matt Clark on the camera and controls, and we are ready to get this one started between Hillers JV and Westwood. Hopkinton is working left to right across your screen, and we are underway. Taking it in is Flanagan. Sends it out over to Dacey. Along the top of the perimeter they go. Davies back to Flanagan. Dacey feeding Davies. And here goes Kane. Trying to get it over the left side of the perimeter. Taking it in, and no good on the shot is Jones. Battle for the ball. Westwood has it. Pulled down by Bowe. Here comes Westwood. We'll have the JV game now, and of course we'll have the varsity game starting at about 6:30. Taking it in and going up and in is Kella McGrail for the first points of the game. Westwood, of course, in the green, Hillers in the white. And it's stolen away. With possession, that's Ella Mason. Minute and 20 seconds into this game. Turnaround jumper. No good by Amanda Bowe, and the Hillers have it. Rebound by Shelby Jones as Hopkinton works up the floor. Here goes Dacey. No good there. Batted up in the air. Pulled down by Jones. And good block there by Bowe. We'll have a jump ball call. It'll go in favor of Westwood. Grinley taking it up. Feeds Bowe. Now Mason. Mason thought about the three there. Grinley takes it in, feeds it out. Raftery just able to keep it in play. Here's a three attempt by Grinley, no good. And the loose ball ends up in Westwood's possession. Emma Dacey got a piece, but it ended up knocking it over to Ella Mason. Mason hands it off to Grinley. Backcourt it goes. And it's collected by McGrail. Pretty good possession here by Westwood, but they are running out of time on the shot clock. 4 seconds left. Over to Grinley, and that'll do it. Shot clock runs out. Hillers ball. Good defense by the Hillers, not letting Westwood get in the interior. These two teams will also meet up this coming Monday. We'll have the video feed available on HCAM for those games. They'll be at the Hiller girls hockey game over at the New England Sports Center as they take on Dedham. We'll have the freshman JV and varsity games. All the action starts with the freshman game at 3:30. JV at 5, varsity at 6:30. We have a steal here by Kane. Drives the lane off the glass, no good. And Friday we have, and that's tomorrow, we have boys basketball versus Westwood. All three games, freshman, JV, and varsity. There was a lot of postponements in the middle of the winter season due to the pandemic, but they're squeezing in as many games as they can to finish out. As Caroline Kane draws a foul. It's certainly for understandable reasons. You want to get these kids out there, get them an opportunity to play as much as possible. You won't have the typical 20 games as you do, but the more the merrier, as the first free throw is no good by Kane, who saw some time with the varsity team recently and actually was able to score her first varsity points as well. And she hits the second. Ainsley Grinley was the guilty party on the foul. First foul by either team. A little over 3 minutes into action, a 2-1 Westwood lead. Hillers certainly playing an aggressive style defense. Mason feeds it over to McGrail. Westwood led by Coach David Hiltz. Up and no good there. Off the glass it goes from Grinley, and the Hillers have it. Hopkinton JV led by head coach Shanny Gaudette. It'll be a Westwood inbound from the far side. McGrail taking it up. Surrounded by defenders, just able to get it over to Raftery. Taking it in, Rowe up with the right hand, no good. Hillers have it, collected by Kane. Here comes Flanagan. And she battles Mason along the sidelines. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be a Westwood inbound. Grinley on the entry to McGrail. Full court pressure by the Hillers. Mason trying to feed it up the far side. Caroline Kane comes flying in there and swats it out of bounds. This game is a makeup game that was supposed to take place Tuesday night, but of course we got that big snowstorm earlier in the week, so they moved it to this Thursday evening. McGrail feeds it over to McGowan. Trying to get it in the paint. It was tipped by Dacey. Loose ball, battle for it. Wrapped up by McGrail. We get a jump ball call in favor of Hopkinton. Bethel Flanagan on the entry, the freshman. Dacey takes it up. Flanagan feeds it out. Here goes Kane. Out to Dacey, long two, no good, just a little short. And it's collected by McGrail for Westwood. Down the lane, feeds it out, up for three. No good there is Noble. And it's collected by Shelby Jones. Feed up to Kane. Down the lane, up for the shot, draws the foul. Or did she? Thought there was a little contact there. No call by the official. Up and in, Emma Dacey. First field goal of the game for Hopkinton, and they take a 3-2 lead. Full court pressure once again, and it pays off. Dacey with the steal. Feeds it out to Kane. Up top now to Davies, over to Kane, to the bucket. Off the window, no good. Battle for the ball, and we'll have a jump ball call. Ella Mason getting wrapped up with Alexa Spruce. .227 left to go in the first quarter. 3-2 Hillers lead. Gowan on the entry to McGrail. Noble feeds it over to McGowan. McGrail now down the lane, up. And the bucket was waved off, but was there a foul? There was indeed a foul. They get Elena Davies. It will be an inbound for Westwood. It was actually a good foul there. Prevented a couple points for the Wolverines. McGowan feeds it over. Off the bottom of the hoop it goes. Loose ball. And we'll get a jump ball call. It's McGrail on the shot, and then Lennon got wrapped up with a Hiller. It is Hopkinton ball. Full court pressure by Westwood. They have a steal. McGrail rips it away. Feeds it over to McGowan. Back out to McGrail. Down the lane. Up. No good. Bat it around. Another wrap up there as Lexi Bruce and McGrail battle for it. McGowan on the entry. McGrail with possession. Feeds it over to Noble. Up to McGowan. Stolen away. Here comes the Hillers. Kane. Swatted away from her. Now we have a foul. Looks like they're going to get Kane with contact. Westwood will have the entry. Team second for the Hillers. Grail takes it to the hoop, off the window and in. That's her second field goal. She has all 4 points for the Wolverines. And now it's stolen away to the bucket, off the glass and in. Madeline Mulligan. And now we have a foul. We'll get McGowan with her first. Team second for Westwood. Six to 3 Westwood lead. Hillers looking to get the offense going. Kane. Loose ball. And it's taken away by Noble. Nice feed up to Mulligan. 30 seconds left to go. 20 left on the shot clock. McGowan feeds it out long two. Got it. Kennedy Lennon. Up the far side, Flanagan. Feeds it over to Bruce. Good feed underneath, and McLean can't finish. Here comes Mulligan. Thought about the three. And they ran out of time. That'll do it for the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Westwood 8, Hopkinton 3. Second quarter coming up next on HCAM. And we are ready for the second quarter of play, an 8-3 Westwood lead. As we head into the second frame, Tom Nappy happy to be with you for JV and then the varsity game, which will start at about 6:30. Matt Clark on camera. We'll see if the Hillers can get the offense going. Flanagan hands it back to Bruce. Up for three. No good there by Dacey. And Mulligan has it for Westwood. Taking it up the court, McGrail. Gowan feeds it over. Off the rim goes Lennon. Hillers rebound by Bruce. Flanagan hands it back to Dacey. Up for the shot. No. Put back. Yes. Plus the foul. And one for Shelby Jones. And it's short, and play it goes. Grail takes it up. McGowan trying to feed it over, stolen away. Taking it in, Flanagan kicks it out to Dacey. Stripped away, out of play it goes. It'll be Westwood ball. Gowan on the entry, stolen away. Driving in, drawing the foul, Shelby Jones. Nice job getting to the bucket there. She's to the line for two. And she hits the first. Now for the second, count it. Hillers on a nice 4-0 run to start the second quarter. Entry by McGowan, it's tipped and taken away. Trying to feed it over to Jones was Dacey, and Dacey gets to it and puts it up and in. She is heading to the line for an and-one opportunity. No good, but Jones there for the rebound. Hillers trying to take control. Kane drives in, kicks it out. Flanagan now for three. No good. It's a Westwood rebound. Hillers have claimed the lead. It's a 9-8 game. 6-0 run to start this second quarter. Mason with possession, gets it over to Grinley. Long two, no good. Collected by Davies. Feeds it up to Flanagan. She's able to get it over to Dacey just before she falls, and a missed shot by Jones, and it's stolen back. Up for the lay-in, and no good Davies. And nearly Getting another opportunity was Flanagan. It was knocked out of bounds and will stay in Hiller's possession. Davies out to Jones. Driving in, no good. Mason will take it up. Along the far side. And knocking it down. That is Anna Raftery for three. Good response by Westwood. They're back in the lead. Jones trying to get it over to Kane. Went off her hand and out of play. It'll be a Westwood inbound with 5:05 left to go. And it's stolen away. Good feet underneath. Up and in, Emma Dacey. Nice pass from Davies. Full court pressure once again by the Hillers. They've drawn up a number of turnovers with their pressure. Grinley trying to feed it to the top, and Mason able to track it down. Working against Dacey. Up to Grinley. She'll launch the three. And she knocks it down. The Hillers going to take a timeout. 4:35 left to go in the second quarter. A 14-11 Westwood lead. Take a look at the scoring totals so far. Emma Dacey with 6 points for Hopkinton. Caroline Kane with 1. Shelby Jones with 4. For Westwood, it's Ainsley Grinley with 3. Kelly McGrail with 4. Anna Raftery with 3. Kennedy Lennon with 2, and Madeline Mulligan with 2. And don't forget, we'll have the varsity game starting after this at about 6:30, and then we have the boys' games tomorrow. As Westwood boys will come here to the Hopkinton High School Athletics Center. We'll have the freshman game starting at 3:30, JV at 5. And varsity at 6:30. And then on Saturday, it's more Hopkinton Westwood. We'll have boys varsity hockey at 1:40 p.m. as the Hillers take on the Wolverines of Westwood. All kinds of great sports action for you throughout the remaining days of this week. And then next week it picks right back up on Monday as the Hillers girls will battle Westwood right here once again. Driving in, up and in, Grinley. Full court pressure by Westwood. Davies feeds it over to Jones. Up with the hook, no good. It was blocked and taken away by Bowe. Mason will take it down and try to slow it up a little bit. Loose ball, battle for it. Jones getting wrapped up with Bowe. That'll draw the jump ball. Few substitutions for the Wolverines as they are set to inbound. 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Launches it over to Mulligan. Good feed inside to Raftery, up and in. Nice pass there by Lennon. Flanagan driving up. Feeds it over to Kane, up with the left hand, called for the travel. Westwood up by 7. Grail feeds it over, Raftery. Nearly lost it. Westwood able to maintain possession. The kick out and a missed three by Grinley. And out of bounds it goes, despite the nice hustling effort by Lennon. Now they call it out on the Hillers. Grinley. Surrounded by defenders, stolen away by Kane. Quick break to the bucket, up and no good, but she drew contact. And they'll get Ainsley Grinley with her second foul. It's now 6 for Westwood. First of 2, no good from Kane. She is 1 for 3 from the line so far tonight. Second of 2, no. Hillers rebound, however. Feed over to Kane, up for the shot, no good. Loose ball along the near side. And it's picked up by McGrail. Grinley driving down. Up with the right hand, no good. And McGrail got tied up with Flanagan for the jump ball call. It'll go in Hiller's favor. Davies, surrounded by defenders, able to get it out to Dacey. Davies feeds it over. Flanagan. Around the perimeter they go. Good feed of the block. Up and no good is Flanagan. Collected by Mulligan. And it was stripped away out of bounds. Davies got a hand in there. Mulligan did get the last touch. Went off her and out. Dacey on the entry. Dacey at the point. Feeds it over to Flanagan. Bruce over to Dacey. Now Davies for 3. No good there. Off the back iron. A rebound. Hillers. Bruce is there. Put back. No. Falls out. Collected by Raftery. Here comes McGrail. 2 minutes and counting left to go in the second quarter. Mulligan for the long 2. No good. Collected by Kane. Dacey feeds it over. Flanagan up and no good. Putback is no good from Bruce, and it's knocked out off of a Wolverine. Hiller's ball. Davies feeds it underneath to Kane. Up top to Dacey. Now Kane driving down. Up for the shot. A little wide. Westwood has it. Collected by McGowan. Catherine McGowan feeds it over to Kella McGrail. Kane comes up with it. Here comes the Hillers. And now it's stolen back by McGowan on the attempted pass. McGrail feeds it out over to Mulligan for 3. No. Loose ball collected by Davies. Davies on a quick break up the floor. From the block, no good. Coming up with it is Dacey. Able to collect the loose ball along the right short corner. Up for the 2. No good off the front of the rim. Collected by McGrail. And the attempted pass stolen away by Flanagan. Feeds it over to Dacey. Davies going to drive down. Up with the underhand shot. No good. Pulling it down, McGrail. Over to Mulligan. To the rack. Off the window. No good. Put back. No good. And it's collected by Bruce. And stripped away by McGrail. Good steal there. Bruce did not see her coming. Knocked out of bounds off a Hiller. 2.8 seconds left to go in this second quarter. And we're going to have a timeout called with 2.8 left. Westwood going to try to draw something up to get some last second points here in this first half. Well, it started off being a second quarter in favor of the Hillers. They went on a 6-0 run to start things off. But since that run, it's pretty much been all Westwood. Since that run, they've been able to outscore Hopkinton 10-2. And now have an opportunity for more points with a buzzer beater. Been a good defensive game. Both teams pressing hard, coming up with some good turnovers. And certainly been a physical game as well. Refs letting them play out there for sure. I'd like to welcome all the Hillers fans watching and, of course, all the Westwood Wolverines fans tuning in as well. We're happy to bring these games to you. And be sure to head over to hcam.tv to find out what other Hillers broadcasts we have for the winter season. Also tonight we'll have alpine skiing at 7 o'clock. Hillers alpine skiing having a great season. It's going to be Hopkinton's ball now, 1.2 seconds left. Flanagan, Davies has to shoot. No time to pass there, and that'll do it for the first half. After 2 quarters of play, it's Hopkinton 11 and Westwood 18. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Girls JV Basketball on HCAM. And we are ready for the third quarter. Of course, short halftime breaks since there's no locker room use, but they give a little extra time between the quarters. Typically, you get a minute between the quarters, but now you just get 2.5 minutes after each and every quarter if you want it. Sometimes they don't take all the time. Anyhow, Westwood working left to right across your screen for this third quarter, and a missed shot there by Mason. Battle for the ball kept in play by Bo. Good hustle there. Driving in, and up goes McGrail. No good. Rebound Raftery, and she kicks it out to Grinley, who knocks it down. A long two there by Ainsley Grinley. That's her third field goal of the game. And now the Hillers trying to respond. Good feed. Up, no good. And a battle for the ball comes out, and it is going to be collected by the Hillers as Dacey was there. Feed over to Kane, up, no good there. Put back by Jones, no good. And Bo comes down with the rebound for Westwood. Hillers just having trouble finding the bucket. Driving in, and up and in goes Bo. Good start to the third quarter for Westwood. Feed over to Davies. Slings it down to Flanagan. And that pass got by Kane. Westwood ball, a 22-11 Wolverines lead. Grinley driving down, called for the double dribble. Be Hiller's ball. Dacey. Flanagan up to Jones. Thought about it. Davies going to drive down. Up with the left hand, no good. Put back Jones, no good. And swatted back to Davies. Feeds it up top, launching the three. Airball Dacey, Westwood ball. Full court pressure by the Hillers, and they come up with a turnover. Up and in, Emma Dacey. Just what the Hillers needed there. They're going to try to do it again. And they nearly do as Kane got in there. Here comes Mason. Up for the shot, no good. Loose ball. And it's taken away by Kane. Kane along the near side, trying to get to the block. Stolen away by Bo. Ella Mason with possession. Feeds it over to Raftery. Over to the corner, up for three and knocking it down, Ella Mason. And we'll have a timeout call by the Hillers. A 24-13 Westwood lead. 5:13 left to go in the third quarter. And don't forget, we'll have the varsity game right after we're through here. It's been a good battle out there by these two teams. And certainly some good potential for the next level on both sides. Bright futures, I think, for Hopkinton and Westwood girls varsity basketball in the coming years. They had a very close JV2 game. Hopkinton ended up coming away with the 34-33 win. Did just enough to hang on. The Hillers trying to talk things over to get some offense going, and get back into this game. Varsity team starting to trickle in. Not sure what the official's discussing. Will be Hiller's ball. Good feed over. Kane driving in, and she's going to draw the foul. She's taking her third trip to the line tonight. They get Amanda Bowe with her first. Hits the first. Now for the second. No good. And Hillary Noble lost it. It went out of bounds. Hiller's ball. Davies on the inbound. Back to Davies now. Driving in. Off the glass, no good. Loose ball. Davies collects, kicks it out to Kane. Up for the shot, air ball. And then Mulligan got wrapped up with Davies for the jump ball call. We'll stay in Hopkinton possession. Flanagan on the entry. Over to Davies, launches the three, no good. Battle for the ball along the baseline. Able to pick it up is Mason, but surrounded by Hillers, called for the travel. Good defensive work there by Hopkinton. That's really been what they've been doing all game long. Surround whoever has the ball. Get them to make mistakes as Davies goes up and is blocked by Noble. Dacey on the entry. Feeds it over, Kane. Davies. Over to Dacey. Back to Davies now driving in. Up, no good. And Bruce trying to put it back. And we have a foul. Alexis Bruce heading to the line. And they get Kennedy Lennon with her second. First of two, yes. Second of two for Bruce. Count it. Well-needed points by the Hillers. It's an 8-point game. 4:20 left to go in the third quarter. Mason fires it over to Noble. Back to Mason now. And Kane got a hand on it and comes away with it up the far side to the hoop and draws contact. Kane heading to the line. Team third for Westwood. And they get Amanda Bowe with her second. She hits the first of two. 3 for 7 from the line is Kane. Second of two. No good. It is a Hillers rebound. Put back up by Bruce, no good. Ending up with it is Bo. Gridley. Mason now. Feeds it up top. Up for the long two, no good Bo. Loose ball along the far side, knocked out of play. It will stay in Westwood possession. On the entry, McGowan. Gridley driving in, feeds it up to Bo. Over to Noble, and it was knocked away by Kane and rolled out of play. It'll be Wolverines' ball. McGowan into Mason. Back to McGowan, turns around the defender, up for the hook, no good. And the Hillers have it, collected by Davies. Feeds it over to the corner to Kane, and what do we have here? Looks like a foul of some sort. Kane is at the line. First of two is good. Well, Kane finding ways to get to that strike. Second of is no good. And we're going to have a Westwood timeout. 3:15 left to go in the third quarter. So Westwood leading Hopkinton 24-18. The Hillers slowly closing the gap. And that is in large part because of Kane working her way inside, getting to the line, knocking down some free throws. And we have ourselves very much a ball game here. Don't forget, we'll have the varsity game starting tonight at 6:30 p.m. And then we'll have Alpine Ski tonight as well at 7 p.m. You can catch both on our YouTube page, youtube.com/HCAMTV, as we have some government meetings on the channels tonight, such as the school committee. That'll be on HCAM Ed starting at 7. And then you could check out this week's edition of HCAM News tonight on HCAM TV at 6:30 for the latest happenings in Hopkinton. Elena Davies takes it up. Kane called for the travel. Westwood ball with 3:07 left. McGrail taking it up the far side. Feeds it over, up, and in goes Kennedy Lennon. First field goal in a while for Westwood. They're back up by 8. Here goes Jones. Good feed. No good on the shot by Bruce. Loose ball. Ends up back in the grasp of Jones. Kicks it out, driving in. McCoy up for the shot. No. That'll fall out. Collected by Julia McLean. Up top, long two. Yes, Emma Dacey knocks it down. Back to a 6-point game. McGrail. take it in. Double dribble. Full court pressure by Westwood. Loose ball. And it's picked up by Raftery. She's able to get it out to Mulligan. Driving in and stripped away. Went off of Mulligan out of bounds. Hiller's ball. Dacey to Flanagan. Feeds it over to Jones. And it is out of bounds off of Jones. McGrail. Raftery. Surrounded by defenders, able to get it out to McGrail. To the corner, Mulligan for three, no good air ball. Collected by Lennon. Driving in, drawing the foul is Anna Raftery. Trip was a call. We'll get Bethel Flanagan with her first. First of two, no good by Raftery. Second of two. Got it. Dacey. Feeds it up to Flanagan. Down the lane, and a great block there by Bowe. Good turnover for Westwood. McGrail feeds it over to Raftery. McGrail driving in between two defenders, up for the lane, no good, and the Hillers have it, pulled down by McLean. And now it's stolen back. Driving to the bucket, off the glass, no good, was Raftery. McGrail thought about putting it back, tried to get it back to Raftery, and how to play it goes. That was good hustle by Raftery and McGrail. Hillers have it. Kelsey McCoy on the entry. It's been a fun defensive game watching both these teams with the full court pressure drawing up some very good turnovers. Davies over to Jones, up for the shot, no good. Taken by Dacey. Over to Davies, and no good there. Air ball, and it'll be Westwood's possession. 34.8 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Here goes McGrail. Feeds it over to Bowe. Up for the shot. No, a little short. Westwood rebound. Lennon's there. Kicks it out. McGrail driving in. Up. No good. But we have a foul. We'll get Julia McLean with her first. Team second for the Hillers. Kella McGrail, a sophomore, at the line. First to two, no good. Second of two, no. And McGrail, good hustle to keep it in Westwood possession. She got all the way to the near sideline and was able to maintain possession as Amanda Bowe drives in, pops it off the glass and in. A 9-point Westwood lead. Here comes Davies running out of time. 1 second at the buzzer, no good. They always have that little extra pass. You got to just shoot when you got 2 seconds left. At the end of three, it's Westwood 29, Hopkinton 20. The final 8 minutes. Regulation coming up next on HCAM. And we are ready for the final 8 minutes of regulation. Hopkinton with some work to do, trailing by 9. Westwood starts off with possession, working left to right across your screen. McGrail feeds it over to Mason, up for the shot, no good, loose ball. Hillers have it, collected by Dacey. Feeds it up to Flanagan. Dacey for 3. No. Rebound by Davies. Able to get it out to Jones. Now Flanagan up for the jumper. No. Collected by Noble. There comes McGowan. If I'm Westwood, I take my time with your possessions. No reason to rush shots here. And an errant pass there by Noble. I think of miscommunication. Hiller's ball. Flanagan over to Dacey. Over the short corner, Jones driving in, draws the foul. Shot waved off. Hillary Noble charged with her first foul of the game. Team 5th for Westwood. Davies with the inbound into Dacey, and no good on the first shot. Putback's no good by Kane. Hiller's able to maintain possession. Great hustle under the boards. Up and in goes Jones. Full court pressure as expected by the Hillers. Mason up the near side. Over to Noble, and she trips up. Still a live ball. Able to get it out as Flanagan at AC, and now here comes Davies. Jones down the lane, off the glass, no good. And now Mason gets wrapped up for the jump ball call. Possession arrow in favor of Hopkinton. DC to Davies. Nice pass underneath, and Caroline Kane able to finish. Here comes Westwood. Noble feeds it over to Grinley, driving in. And we have a foul, push. They get Emma Dacey with her first. It'll be a Westwood inbound. 5-point game, 6:08 left to go. Strap in, folks. It should be an exciting finish. For the 3, Mason, no. Loose ball. Mason picks it up and gets wrapped up. We'll get the jump ball call as Flanagan got in there. Possession arrow in favor of Westwood. Mason feeds it over to Bowe. Between 2 Hillers, up for the shot, no good. Hopkinton has it. Here comes Davies. Feeds it up to Kane. Back to Davies for 3. No good. Loose ball collected by Grinley. Grinley with a nice pass to Mason, up for the shot. No, off the rim. Hillers have it. Jones will take it up. Down the lane, draws the contact from Bowe. It's going to be the 3rd on Bowe. Shelby Jones, sophomore, at the line. First of 2, no. That was a team 6 for Westwood, so Hopkinton will be in the bonus with another Westwood foul. Second of 2, no good. Loose ball. Kane collects along the far side, but then a little too much heat to Flanagan, and a quick break for the Wolverines. Up for the lane, McGrail, no good. Rebound, Mason. Kicks it out. Back to Mason now. Mulligan gonna get wrapped up. Jump ball call as Davies and Flanagan got in there. Possession arrow in favor of Hopkinton. Davies takes it up. Misfire to Kane. That was clearly a miscommunication. And along the far sideline, swatted out of bounds off of Davies. And on the entry, Mulligan. Over to Mason. Up for the shot, no. Collected by Jones. Dacey, nice fire to Kane, up for the shot, no good. Flanagan trying to battle for the loose ball and stepped out. You know, they might have got the timeout call in there before she stepped out, so we'll see whose possession it is off the timeout. But in any case, timeout with 4:37 left to go. A 5-point Westwood lead. 29-24 game so far in this fourth quarter. Hopkinton has outscored Westwood 4-0. But obviously still at least 2 possessions down. But they have battled back hard, drew up some good turnovers. And we'll see if they can keep the momentum going in their favor. This has been one of those defensive, gritty games where you're not really hitting from the floor, but it all comes down to turnovers. And both teams have drew up some good turnovers in this one. And this game should certainly be one of those classics that go down to the last second. And don't forget, we'll have the girls varsity game coming up right after we're through here. And then on Friday, Hopkinton Westwood boys basketball. Freshmen at 3:30, JV at 5, and varsity at 6:30. And then Hopkinton Westwood hockey on Saturday, 1:40 p.m. broadcast. It's Hopkinton Westwood weekend here on HCAM. Feed over to Flanagan. Jones over to Davies. Now Dacey for 3. Got it! Big time bucket there, Emma Dacey. It is a 2-point game. Mulligan fires it over to McGrail. Four minutes and counting left to go in regulation. A misfire towards Raftery. She's able to get to it. And we're going to have a push against the Hillers. They're going to get Kane. That'll be her second. Team 4th for Hopkinton. The last thing you want to do if you're the Hillers is allow Westwood to get in the bonus at this point. Still have 2 to spare. Grinley driving in. Up and in she goes. Good response by Westwood. First field goal of the quarter. Here comes the Hillers quickly working up court. Flanagan, nice feed to Kane. She can't finish. Loose ball collected by McGowan. Mason up to Grinley. Long two, no. And it was swatted in bounds by Raftery, but ends up out on the far sideline. Hillers ball. Now it's back to a 2-possession game for the Hillers. Still plenty of time left. Dacey with possession. Flanagan turns it around to Jones. Dacey up to Davies, long two, got it. Make that a 3. Foot just beyond the line. Back to a 1-point game. Actually, I don't think it's been a 1-point game since the first quarter, where it was 2-1. Westwood going to launch a 3 here. Grinley, no good, and it's collected by Davies. And now it's stolen away by McGowan. Fires it up over to Raftery, takes it to the rack, off the window and in. Big turnover there for Westwood. Davies fires it to Jones, up, no good. And Kane's going to put it up and in. The captain coming through for the Hillers to make it once again a 1-point game with 2:09 left to go. Westwood 33, Hillers 32. What did I tell you? It'll be quite the finish here. Pretty similar to how the JV2 game went. Went back and forth the whole fourth quarter, and Hopkinton pulled off the 34-33 win. And if the varsity game is anything like this, which it very well could be since you have two good teams meeting up, it's going to be quite an exciting weekend. Because, you know, based on what the boys did last time against Westwood, they had all close battles. And, of course, Hillers and Westwood boys hockey always has close battles as well. But it's been a great defensive performance by both of these teams out there today. And the turnovers and low post play has been key on both sides. Two very similar styles on these teams. Off the timeout, Westwood will have the entry. Ainsley Grinley on the entry. Nearly stolen away, knocked out of bounds off of Davies. Good effort, though. Grinley on the inbound to Mason. Feeds it over, Bo. Back to Mason, launches the 3, no good. And it is a Westwood rebound, put back up and in by Grinley. A huge rebound and put back there. A 3-point game. Here comes Flanagan. Drives it down, up and in. Kane. Kane's been pretty cold from the field in this game, but has 3 field goals in this fourth quarter, her only 3 of the game. And she's starting to heat up, so look out. Get the ball to Kane. A 1-point Westwood lead as it went out of bounds off the Wolverines along the near side. Hillers have it with 1:33 left to go. Bethel Flanagan into Davies. Feeds it up to Kane. Driving in around the defender. Off the rim it goes. Collected by Raftery. Good pressure by the Hillers. McGrail trying to work her way up. Gets it up to Mason. That's a one-possession game, so you certainly don't foul here. You're going to get the ball back. The goal has to be just stop them. A misfire to Grinley. Out of bounds it goes. Hillers ball. .108 left to go. Hillers will have it and a chance to take the lead. Davies will take it up. Flanagan. Back to Jones, and now Davies. Underneath now to the block. And a block shot there as Flanagan attempted to lay it in. Nice block there by Bo. 45 seconds in, counting left to go. And when the Hillers have a couple fouls to give, so they're going to give a couple here and get within the range to force Westwood to the line. That's going to be on Kane. That's her third. Not quite sure what the officials are discussing here. I think maybe which sideline inbound from. Gridley on the entry. And stolen away. Here goes Davies. Feeds it over, up, and no good there is Jones. Loose ball. Kane trying to come away with it and got wrapped up with Raftery, and it looks like we have a foul. It's going to be against the Hillers. They're going to get Kane. Team sixth. It'll be a Westwood inbound. 35 seconds left to go. If I'm the Hillers, I don't foul right away. Knocked out of bounds by Davies. Good effort there on the attempted steal. And we're going to have a timeout. 35 seconds left to go. Westwood leading 35-34. Wolverines will have the ball off the timeout. If you're the Hillers, you don't need a foul right away. You got time left on the clock. You've been able to draw up a number of turnovers throughout the evening, so see if you could draw one of those up. Maybe give it about 15, 20 seconds, and then possibly you foul. But there is a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So even if somehow Westwood able to run out the full possession, you do get the ball back. And as long as you don't give up a three, it'll be a one-possession game still. Should be interesting to see how Coach Gaudette will handle this situation. And also how Coach Hiltz will handle this situation for Westwood. If I'm Coach Hiltz, I'm just trying to waste that clock. Pass the ball around and don't give up a turnover. Well, the limited crowd getting their money's worth here tonight. Raftery on the entry. And we got a foul, 1-1 for Westwood. So they go with the intentional foul. McGrail at the line for a 1-1. This is a big free throw right here. And she knocks it down. That was pretty clutch by McGrail. Now has an opportunity to make it a three-point game. No good. And Westwood does have the rebound. Raftery comes up with it and will draw the intentional foul. Well, that's one thing you really didn't want to do, give up that rebound. Look at Davies with her second. 1-1 for Raftery. No good. Swatted by Kane. Jones handles it. And the Hillers going to take a timeout. Smart timeout call there by Coach Gaudette. They need to talk things over, draw something up here in this final 24 seconds. Still very much a game. 2-point lead for Westwood. You get the field goal, you tie it up, and then who knows? But exciting action here in this JV contest between these two teams. It was an 8-3 Westwood lead after the first quarter. Then in the second quarter, Westwood outscored Hopkinton 10-8 to take a 28-11 halftime lead. Then after the third quarter, Westwood once again outscored Hopkinton 11-9, and it was 29-20. And so far in this quarter, this has been the Hillers' best quarter by far. They have 14 points in the quarter compared to 7 for Westwood. But it is a 2-point Wolverines lead. This should be quite the finish. 24.3 seconds left, a 36-34 Westwood lead. Hillers have the ball. Flanagan on the entry to Davies. Here we go. Over to Flanagan. Jones. That's Davies. Up top to Dacey. And over to Kane, and her shot attempt is blocked. 5 seconds left on the clock, and we'll have a foul. They're going to get Jones, and Westwood's heading to the line for a 1-and-1. Now she hits both ends of the 1-and-1. This game's over. On the front end, she knocks it down. Big time free throw there for Ainsley Grinley. They have a chance to put the game away. No good. But she gets the rebound. And that'll do it. Westwood hangs on to take down the Hillers in this JV matchup. 37-34. What a great game it was. Very entertaining and well played by both teams. And we'll have the varsity game coming up in a moment, but real quick, let's run through the point totals. Emma Dacey had 13 for the Hillers. Elena Davies had 3. And then you had Caroline Kane, who had 10. Shelby Jones had 6. And Lexi Bruce had 2. For the Westwood Wolverines, Ainsley Grinley had 12. Ella Mason with 3. Amanda Bowe with 4. Kella McGrail with 5. Anna Raftery with 7. Kennedy Lennon with 4. And Madeline Mulligan with 2 as the Westwood Wolverines take down the Hillers in this JV matchup 37-34. It was a great game played by both teams. And we want to thank everyone out there for watching. For Matt Clark, I'm Tom Nappy. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and stick around. Girls varsity basketball coming up next on HCAM.